Rob Hall was one of the world's most respected mountaineers, a man whose name was synonymous with Everest. But in 1996, fame and skill would not save him. That year, 8 climbers died in one of the deadliest disasters in Everest history, and Rob Hall was at the center of it all. Hall grew up in New Zealand, where the mountains were his playground. From an early age, he was captivated by the idea of pushing limits, of standing atop the world. By the time he reached adulthood, Hall had earned a reputation as a fearless climber with a meticulous mind for planning and logistics. He founded Adventure Consultants, a guiding company that brought wealthy clients to the world's highest peaks. Rob had a philosophy: if you want to climb Everest, I'll get you there, safely, but you must respect the mountain. By 1996, Hall had guided dozens of clients to the summit. He was considered one of the most experienced commercial Everest guides. That year, his team included clients from around the globe, including Doug Hansen, a climber who had tried and failed the previous year. The climb began normally. Hall's team followed the southeast ridge, the same route pioneered by Hillary and Tenzing in 1953. As they ascended, Hall's attention to detail was meticulous. He monitored oxygen levels, weather forecasts, and each climber's condition. But Everest is never predictable. On May 10, 1996, conditions shifted abruptly. A fierce storm rolled in, bringing near-zero visibility, gale-force winds, and temperatures dropping below -40 degrees Celsius or -40 degrees Fahrenheit. Hall and his clients were high in the death zone, above 26,000 feet, where the air is thin and every breath is a struggle. He knew the risks. Every decision could mean life or death. As the storm raged, climbers began to falter. Doug Hansen, exhausted from a previous failed attempt, struggled to reach the summit. Hall stayed with him, refusing to leave a client behind. Hours passed. The summit was within reach, but the storm was relentless. By late afternoon, disaster struck. Climbers were caught in the whiteout. Oxygen tanks ran low. Hypothermia and frostbite set in. Hall radioed base camp, pleading for guidance, for help, for a miracle. At 2:45 p.m., Hall and Hansen finally reached the summit, nearly 3 hours later than planned. Victory should have been sweet, but it was bitter. The storm trapped them, and the descent became a nightmare. Rob Hall's leadership was extraordinary under pressure. He stayed with Hansen, helping him down as best as he could. But as the storm intensified, Hall realized that time and oxygen were running out. Other members of the team were struggling, collapsing, or lost in the blizzard. In base camp, the world watched anxiously as the situation unfolded. Rescuers could only do so much. Above 28,000 feet, there are no shortcuts, no easy saves. Hall's calm professionalism and dedication were extraordinary, but even he could not defeat nature. Tragically, Hall did not survive the descent. He stayed with Doug Hansen until the end, sacrificing himself in an ultimate act of duty and integrity. His last known words, radioed to base camp, reflected his commitment to his climbers. "We'll keep going. Don't worry about us." Rob Hall's death shocked the mountaineering world. He was mourned not just for the lives lost under his guidance, but for the extraordinary human being he was: fearless, disciplined, and selfless. In the aftermath, critics debated the role of commercial expeditions on Everest. Some questioned whether taking wealthy clients to the world's highest peak was reckless. But those who knew Hall understood. He was not reckless. He was a professional devoted to safety, to his clients, and to the mountain itself. Hall's legacy lives on. Adventure Consultants continues to operate, training guides and climbers with the principles he instilled. His name is remembered not for the disaster alone, but for the courage, leadership, and humanity he showed on the roof of the world. In the death zone, nature respects no one, not fame, not skill, not fortune. But Rob Hall showed that in the face of such extremes, humanity, courage, and loyalty can shine brightest, even as the mountain claims its toll.